we will not stop until our demands are met and until we see a large change that is here to stay.
Az elmúlt hónapokban Szerbia közéletét a novemberi újvidéki tragédia határozta meg, ami 15 ember életét követelte, és országos tiltakozásokat váltott ki. A demonstrációk során diákok és civilek tömege vonult utcára, blokkád alá vontak egyetemeket és utakat, politikai felelősségvállalást és a korrupció csökkentését követelve. A tüntetőket többször is atrocitások érték, volt, hogy autóval hajtottak közéjük, kedrevíradóra a kormányzó szerb haladó párthoz köthető emberek pedig tiltakozó egyetemistákat vertek össze Újvidéken. Ennek következtében január 28-án Miloš Vučević miniszterelnök és Milan Durić Újvidék polgármestere is lemondott, a tüntetések megállításához azonban ez már kevés volt. Pénteken nagyjából 600 tüntető vonult Belgrádból Újvidékre. Mi a végállomás előtti utolsó faluban kaptuk el őket. A rendőrség lezárta az utat, hogy a tüntetők akadálymentesen tudjanak végighaladni. Rengeteg ponton ott állnak egyébként most is, nehogy valaki a tömegbe hajtson.
Everything escalated very quickly. The whole university is under blockade now, and a lot of middle schools and primary schools also. And right now we are trying to walk to Novi Sad, which is about 80 kilometers in 2 days. We're going to blockade the big three bridges in Novi Sad in order to send a message.
We're not actually protesting just for those 50 people, but for the whole country. Everything is corrupted. The institutions are not working as they should. They are doing whatever they want, and we are here to stand against that. And we hope for a better future. So our march of 80 kilometers is just a small part of the whole, as we hope, change in this country.
I'm a professor at the Belgrade University. I teach, and I am here to help my students, to stay with them and to walk with them. And I have been walking all my life. When the protests here in Serbia have been for 10 to 20 years now. So hopefully things will change for the better here in Serbia.
I'm doing this because that's the best place in Serbia where you can be these days, if you are a decent man.
We don't want to go somewhere else. Of course, the European Union and America and all other countries are very nice, and we would like to go there one day, but we want to try to stay here. So we want better future for us and our children.
The purpose of the protest is hopefully in the future for the Serbia to be a legal country with law and with a government that will be legal government. This one is not a legal government.
We have those 4 demands that are set from like the beginning of the blockades, and they are very simple, but that's the problem to the government, because they are really simple, and we just demand that the government does their job.
We want to find out who's accountable for the 15 deaths in Novi Sad. We want all of the documentation for public projects and reconstruction to be available to society.
Which government 3 times claimed that they provided, but that is not true. The second one is to release all the guys that were basically imprisoned during these protests.
There's a lot of police brutality and there's a lot of injustice in our system. We want everybody who was wrongfully imprisoned to be released, and we want accountability. That's the main thing we're fighting for here.
Short, make Serbia great again.
The third one is to prosecute all the aggressors, to the protesters, and the fourth one is to increase the budget for education in Serbia.
How long will you be doing this?
Until our demands are met.
My goal is to support that young people. They are not alone.
Every single place that we visited, people came out, they gave us food, water, they welcomed us. I've never felt that much energy in Serbia on the streets ever.
Basically, people in all the places were very welcoming. A lot of them were crying, and there is a lot of hope for change.
The Prime Minister and the Mayor has resigned. Is it your success?
A lot of people do not care about that here, because that will change nothing, you know. Practically somebody else will replace them, and it will be all the same.
It is not a success. It is just, I don't know, pretense. Everything will have to change when our president Vučić decides it will change.
They want to appease the people. They see that we are marching. They see that people are angry, and they are doing those, as I would say, cheap tricks to calm down the people. But we will not stop until our demands are met and until we see a large change that is here to stay.
Is the resignation of President Vučić one of your goals?
Well, it's not a primary goal, but it will probably be a sub-effect of all of this.
We want institutional changes, and he basically is not relevant here in terms of Serbian constitution, and we do not care about that.
Do you want President Vučić to resign?
Absolutely.
Will he?
I'm not sure. It depends of people with money who are behind him. If they decide to throw him away, I think he will go.
We want everything to be legal, and if the president did not do things legally, he will have to answer. If he did things legally, there will be no problem.
All right, thank you.
It's not about him. He is making these protests like they are about him. They are not about him. It's about the whole system that needs to change and be more efficient.
Doesn't he control the system?
Well, yes, but he can also change it. The main idea of these protests is not political. It's just for the government to do its job.
Students are not really interested in politics right now, so if somebody resigns, it's their decision. What we want is freedom to everybody. Our 4 demands that we have given to the ruling party, the SNS, and generally we just want to change the system. So
that's politics already.
Yes, it is, but we want to, let's say, shield ourselves from just the core politics. We want, the first goal is to better ourselves and to better our country. If that means they need to resign, I personally believe they need to go to jail. That's my opinion and opinion of many people. But if that means they should resign, I can accept that, because things are not good, and if we continue at this pace, it will be even worse for us and for everybody here.
Kicsit Pálinko! Greetings from Újvidék!